Welcome back to the Survivor channel. So I have two flashlights here from Nitecore I'll be showing you today. Now both these have the UHI LED. It's basically one of their newer LEDs that they are using. So you might recognize the EDC27. I've actually reviewed this one already before on my channel. So this is gonna be the upgraded version with the UHI LED there. And so this is their new Night Lab, the UHI 20. And so you'll be able to see that's gonna be the major difference between these two. Is just gonna be the LED. If you can see down inside there, the LED is different, the lens is different, and the reflector is also different. Basically on the UHI version, it's more of a spotlight, a bit warmer of a color. This is of course be more of a floodlight and a little bit cooler. And I'll be showing that here in a bit later. We'll take a side by showing you that. So anyways, this also has a max output now with 3,100 lumens, whereas the plain EDC only has 3,000, which is not that significant, but it's a better LED light that they're using here with the UHI. All right, so if you're not familiar with the EDC27, basically the main advantage of this line is that it is nice and slim. It fits great into like a pack or places where you don't have space for your typical like round flashlight. So you can see here, this is gonna take a bit less space in a pack with it being flat like that. It's kind of long, and so like in your pocket, I don't find it nearly as convenient in my pocket just because as long as it is, but definitely in a pack, it really fits well. All right, so you have two buttons here. You have your one here, it's called the mode button. That's you get your turbo, or if you press it down all the way, you get your strobe light. Then the second button, which just stands up just a bit, making it really easy to find. That is the on button, and then you press it down halfway to scroll through the different settings. Now there are some other features like a lockout and so on that you can do. I won't get into that, won't bore you with that. So another thing with this newer LED that they're using, it's a bit more of a spotlight. It has 330 yard throw on it, which is an interesting number, 333 yards. So anyways, other than that, this has a built-in lithium battery, 1700 milliamp hours. It has the typical Type-C charging, kind of what we come to expect on all of our modern tech, I guess. So along the sides, you have these sections that are nice and grippy. So with the flashlight being thin like it is, that does help to make this not be too slick in your hand. The back, it has a pocket clip. It is one direction only. Up top right here, you can see this is for attaching a lanyard, if you like lanyards. All right, so another thing that is unique about this series or model is that it has the LED. And so like when you turn on the turbo, it's gonna tell you how many lumens it has, and then it goes through the countdown, telling you how much longer you can stay on turbo. Then also you can see it shows you that it's when it's cooled down and ready to restart the turbo again. If you turn this on, you can see how you can scroll through each setting. It's gonna show you the 15 lumens, 65, 200, and then up to the 1,100 lumens, which again is also 100 lumens brighter than the plain EDC 27. All right, so this has an IP54 waterproof rating. I'm guessing it's only an IP54 because of this screen that they've added. IP54 means it's basically safe for like some light rain. So you don't want to submerge this. You don't want it getting soaking wet. Just some very light rain on this with an IP54 rating. All right, so let's go ahead. I'll take this outside. I'll show you how this performs. Then we'll come back and we'll look at the MT1C Pro. All right, so here's the plain EDC27. Then here's the EDC27 UHI. So you see maybe just a bit more of a spotlight. So side by side, the plain EDC is a bit of a cooler white and more of a floodlight. So this is kind of like the ultra low, but not the moonlight. You have the low, the medium, you got the high. So that is 1,100 lumens. And then this is the turbo again, 3,100 lumens. All right, so that was the EDC27 UHI. Then next up is the MT1C Pro. And like I said, this also has the same UHI LED. It also has 1,000 lumens. And so if we compare the tips here, you can see this is more of a spotlight, even more so than the EDC27. Like for comparison, see this has a very definite center on it that's going to be basically used for more of a spotlight. So this is a really cool flashlight. You'll see it does not have any charging port on the outside. You have the button here in the back. We can open this up and I'll show you how you charge it up. So it has an 18350 battery with a built-in Type-C charging port. And so a nice thing about that is since there's no ports on the outside of the flashlight, it has an IP68 waterproof rating, which means like 2 meters for like an hour and a half or so. You can use some other batteries as well. You can use a CR123 or an RCR123. That does affect the output of the flashlight. So it won't be 1,000 lumens. I think it brings it like to 800 lumens or so. Anyways, all that information is in the user manual. So what's really interesting about this is so many flashlights now have super complex user interfaces like double clicks and triple clicks and even quadruple clicks. Cool thing about this is it has 2 separate buttons that you don't have to worry about double clicking. This one only has 2 modes. You have the high at 1000 and you have the low at 50. Nothing else. There's no strobe, no SOS, no medium, high, low. It's just 2 modes. You have high and low, and that's it. 1 button on the back, you press it down, you get the high, you press it again for the low. I mean, that is literally it. Super simple. Here in the back, what they've done is they have a little space here. Again, if you like a lanyard, you can attach a lanyard here, but also that works to make sure that you can still stand up your flashlight. A lot of times flashlights with a button on the back, you can't stand them up, and so that was well thought out of them to add that. This does have a pocket clip. It is also one directional pocket clip. So it's a pretty small size flashlight. I wouldn't necessarily call it compact. But again, comparing it to the EDC27, you can see it's a lot thicker, but at the same time, it's a lot shorter. So just some different, I guess, styles of carrying, depending on where you want the flashlight, in a pack, or maybe like on your belt, or wherever else you like carrying it. So anyways, that is basically it for the MT1C Pro, a super simple flashlight. Usually things that are simple are much more dependable, if you know what I'm talking about. When things get really complex, more options for things to break, I guess you could say something like that. So anyways, let's go outside. I'll show you this real quick, and then we'll come back in and wrap this up. All right, then here's the MT1C Pro. So that is going to be the high. And of course, you can tell this is a spotlight, quite a bit more so than the EDC27 UHI is. Then here's the low with just 50 lumens. But still, I mean, very good spotlight. All right, so the EDC27 UHI costs $90. Right before I record this video, I saw it on Amazon for sale for $72. Now, how long that sale's gonna last, I don't know. So if you're watching this video weeks, months later, I mean, that sale might be over. The MT1C Pro costs $45. And so let me know what you guys think, if you can see yourself carrying either of these flashlights. If you like having a slim flashlight, or if you prefer the more typical shape of a flashlight like this one here, where it's rounded, kind of smaller. Let me know what you think, which one you would carry. And I'll have links to both of these in the description of the video. So if you'd like to check that out, you can use those links. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.